Sorry about the fact that the videos have been abruptly disconnecting. That's because of lack of storage or data and issues that I'm having since I am out of town. And coming back to what I was talking about, that what needs to be done is a relationship needs to have love and respect, basically. So the question of control or domination doesn't arise. Men and women are equal. Men have their powers in a different respect, women have powers in a different respect, and they both basically cannot live without each other. Now, when I say they cannot live without each other, meaning I basically mean to say they cannot exist without each other. It's an eyewash if we are trying to say that they don't need each other. Of course they do, not just to procreate children, but even otherwise, everybody, even a singular person, has a yin and yang in them, has testosterones and progesterones in them, and has fire and water element in them. So everything needs to coexist. Coexist means equality. Coexist means love and respect, not just for ourselves but even for each other. What has happened is people want to dominate, and the reason why people want to dominate, as I have explained, is that they are themselves insecure. They feel inferior in some manner or the other. And this is not because they per se consciously feel inferior. There are trigger points which go back to either some past life or maybe the childhood or some issues when the child was in the womb, probably, uh, you know, um, the boy, when he was in the womb, when he was a child, he's just seen how the father treats the mother. Coming to that, a very important point: how a father treats the mother is how the son is going to treat his wife or any other woman around him. How a woman is treated or treats her. Okay, there is some very weird insect. Look at this. Can you see it? Okay, I don't know what. It's not even a grasshopper. It scares me. So, okay, coming to how a mother is treated by the father and how she lives her life. I just got distracted by that because I was scared it would come and bite me. I already have one insect bite. So, how she reacts to the father and how she lives her own life, whether she loves herself or not enough, whether she respects herself enough or not, is how the daughter is going to live her life. Children don't learn by what you tell them to do, they learn by what they see you do. So, the best way to be a role model for your daughter or for your son is for you to behave. So when I was talking about being nice to the woman when she is pregnant, it is not just being nice to the woman when she is pregnant, but respecting her enough and loving her enough, caring for her feelings, and protecting her as a woman, as a wife, as your spouse, as your life partner, as your better half. That is why in India, a wife is called Ardhangini. Why is she called the better half? Better half? So, why is she not treated like the better half? She needs to be treated like the better half. If you are going to respect your wife, and if you are disrespectful, if the mother is going to fight back for her self respect, that is what the children are going to learn. So, if you want the society to evolve, of course, the DNA and the genes and the past life karmas and belief systems that are in your DNA and genes, not only because of your past life, but because of your ancestors and their karmas and their belief systems, which are all going to play a part. But you need to you need to break a negative pattern. You need to understand what is right and what is wrong. You need to make that difference. You need to evolve as a human being, and you need to break that pattern when the time is right. Otherwise, whatever you are suffering is what your children are going to suffer. So you are probably suffering something that your ancestors have or you have in some of your past lives. Do you really want to go on continuing by repeating the same karmas? If you want this society to evolve, be it a man or a woman, you need to begin treating men and women equal. Nobody needs to be more powerful, and nobody needs to dominate, and nobody needs to control. Why? You're running a home. Everybody has their duties, everybody has their responsibilities, and everybody has their role to play. Why can a man not look after the children and a woman not work? In today's times, yes, it is possible. But will he actually be able to do justice to it? That is quite another story, and I don't want to get into it. But the fact is that men and women need to learn, and I'm not saying that it is always the man who is doing that. I know of cases where there are women who have treated men badly, who have actually physically abused them, who have disrespected them, in spite of the fact that the man was quite respectful and loving and caring. Those women are another disgrace to womanhood. A woman is not supposed to do that. Forget a woman. A man is also not supposed to do that. I don't mean to say that a woman is not supposed to do, a man can do. No, I'm sorry. A man cannot do that. It is your wife, your mother, your sister, your daughter. Why can you God in any form, a person, human in any form, is basically God personified. Why do we tend to forget that God resides in each one of us? Shakti, Durga, resides in the women. Shiva or Krishna or Ram resides in the man. But if you want a Sita, then be Ram. Don't be a Ravan. Even Ravan was better than the men today. Don't be one of those horrible men and then expect your wife to be Sita. Or if you are going to be Shurpanakha, don't expect your husband to be Ram. Goes either ways. There is nothing like man is more superior or woman is more superior. Although historically speaking, women are supposed to be more powerful because they keep losing their menstrual blood every month, and it keeps them pure, and they have higher intuitive powers, and they are more emotional, more humane than the men, which of course we all know about. Now, there, when we talk about men and women in this respect, there is a difference between self respect, self love, and being selfish. It is very important to have self respect. If somebody is disrespecting you, you have to stand up for yourself. Because if you don't respect yourself, why will anybody else? If somebody is hurting you or being unjust towards you, you need to have enough self love to go against that and stop that from happening. But if what you are doing is thinking only about your benefit at the cost of somebody else's happiness or for misfortune, then that is being selfish. And nobody, a man or a woman, has the right to be selfish. I mean, it's not right. Don't forget that karma is going to get back in some way or the other. Now, when you say karma, some people don't believe in karma. Some people don't believe in sin. Some people don't believe in hell or heaven. What was that? Newton's law of action and reaction? That is a law in itself, and that has been proven. So whenever there is an action, there is going to be a reaction. The one thing that man or woman or any human being needs to remember is we are all part of one cosmos, one God. You can call him by any name you want. And we are tiny little parts of it. If you see the universe, if you see the picture of a universe, and then our solar system in it, and then our earth in it, and then you know, that one needle point, you, not even a needle point, that's how tiny you are. So the sun does not really revolve around you. So stop behaving like that. And you are one part of that cosmos. And if you are going to hurt somebody, that hurt is eventually going to come back to you. Why? Because you have these, you know, two hands, two legs, five fingers. Now, if one of your fingers is going to be hurt, the pain is going to resonate right till your brain, your arm, or your feeling. The whole of you is going to feel the pain, not just that one finger, the whole of you. So that action is going to have a reaction everywhere. So whether your eyes cry, whether your mouth screams, or whether you know, tie it up in a bandage, that is the reaction that the rest of the body is going to feel. When you take a painkiller, that painkiller is going to affect organs in your body. So we are all a part of each other, and this is something we all need to remember. If you start treating everybody like your mother or like a revered goddess or god, you would not need to dominate or control. So that was another subject, part of this stream that I wanted to talk about. Please see the whole series. It's very short videos that I'm doing. I am Ginni Aneja, tarot reader and numerologist, and I'm just trying to answer some of the questions that were thrown at me by some people and who needed answers. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.